Hello, I will be doing lesson chapter 9, What's Popping? The suggested grades for this lesson are 5th and 6th grade, but since I'm doing my student teaching in 1st grade, I am modifying this lesson a little bit. The Colorado standard is standard number 1, Physical Science. Analyze and interpret observations about solids and liquids and their unique properties. The learning objectives is to make and analyze observations about popcorn and to explain what makes popcorn pop. I would engage my students by singing the song that I just learned, and it goes something like this. Popcorn kernels in the pot, Shake 'em, shake 'em, shake 'em, shake 'em, shake 'em, shake 'em, till they pop. It's a little fun song. Then we would move on, and I would introduce the I wonder, I learned chart. That looks something like this. And where we would discuss the question, what makes popcorn pop? Sorry. Then we would read pages 3 to 9 in this picture book. They basically have some history about popcorn and a really quick pop quiz. The explore part, we would complete checkpoint lab part A in page 105. Using hand lens, students will draw or describe unpopped and popped popcorn. We would then answer questions on page 106. There's only 2 questions. This is page 105, and this is page 106. We would jump to part B, checkpoint lab part B. Right here it says that students would do their own experiment, but since they're 1st graders, I would be doing the experiment and they would be observing the test tubes. So we would use 4 testing tubes, cooking oil, aluminum foil, a pie plate, and a candle. We would put 4 different brands of popcorn kernels in each of the test tubes. 2 of the test tubes would be labeled to A1 and A2. And the A would be fresh kernels, and the 2 other test tubes labeled B would be oven dried kernels. Students would observe what's happening, and they would record their observations on the data table on page 111. And the explain part, after writing down our observations, we would ask questions such as, what did you observe inside the test tubes as they were being heated, and where can you infer the water came from? And we would go back to our book, Popcorn, and read pages 10 to 13, which basically talks about why popcorn pops, or what makes popcorn pop. We would do a little, I would do a little demonstration with a brown paper bag, that's the kernel, and the white napkin that goes inside the brown bag, which would be the starch from the popcorn, and I would blow it until the bag pops, and that would be our popcorn popping. For the elaborate, students would be split in 3 groups. Each of them would be given 1 bag of popcorn, which they will microwave, and they will count how many kernels were popped, and record that in their data table, like on page 115. We would then come back as a whole class group and finish our data table. So each group would tell us, each group will have a different brand, and they will tell us how many kernels were popped. So not all the groups will be doing the 3 different brands. And we would do the bar graph as a class too. For the evaluate section, we would make a poster or something close to a poster, maybe just using a piece of paper, not a poster paper. But the poster would be telling us what they learned. They would explain in their own words what they did in each step of the experiment and present it to the class. They would answer questions. They would have to answer the question, how does popcorn pop? They could either explain it using their words on writing or illustrating it, which I think would be easier for them to illustrate. They would have to explain what steps they took to get to the results, and they would give us the results and the conclusions they had. And I would finish this popcorn lesson by having a popcorn party and maybe playing the parachute game. I will leave the links too, and that's it. Thank you.